Welcome to this week's episode. This week I thought I would show you guys my Overland build, the Nissan Xterra Gen 1. This is a 2000. I purchased it with 285,000 kilometers, just over, well, it might be going on 2 years now. Anyways, I haven't actually done a build overview of what I've done to the Xterra and what I'm about to do. So I thought I would share with you guys what I've done so that you can see where it's at now and what it will be within the next short time. So right off the top, you can tell that I have a 6.5 by 8 foot awning by Overland Vehicle Systems, and then a soft top 3-person rooftop tent by Northern Ridge. The rooftop tent has went from the truck to the Nissan, back to the truck. So eventually going to get a second rooftop tent, so I'm not moving back and forth. But that unit is going on 4, maybe 5 years old. So fantastic tent for under $1,000. Can't be happier. The Nissan Xterra does have a 2-inch body lift. I bought it with that lift. And then next, I'm going to be doing rear shackles and tightening up the front torsions. Now, I did throw in the wheel package, which are 32-inch by 11.5 on 15s. I wanted the more rubber. Mud terrains, they are a CF 3000 by Comforcer. I actually have a set of 5. The spare is not with me as I have not built the rear tire swing, which again, is another upcoming project. The bumper was actually not the original bumper of this Xterra. The previous owner threw on a Nissan Frontier and it looked god-awful ugly. It was fugly. Let's go with that, fugly. So I actually found a stock bumper from a wrecker from a wrecker, pulled it off and recoated the top with rock guard and then threw it on. The fog lights are my actual running lights, and those are little 4-inch LEDs. And that's really it for the actual visible modifications that I've done to the Xterra. When I first got it, now I bought this as a budget build. So I had purchased this for 2,800 Canadian. So basically, I bought it for 2,800 Canadian with 285,000 kilometers. So you can work out the math on that per 1,000 kilometers or 100,000 kilometers. You could say $1,000 for every 100,000 kilometers. I did some engine work, not heavy engine work, but I've done new plugs, new coils, new cap, fuel filter, did a whole oil change. The thermostat, did a radiator flush. Glad I did a flush because the reservoir actually had some solids in it. Looked like more like clay. But the rest of the fluid was actually nice and clean that came out of it. So I'm thankful for that. And yeah, she's been running like a top. I have quite a bit of rust to fix. So that's part of the upcoming project of the Xterra, is because when I purchased it, I didn't find any rust. And why didn't I not find any rust? Well, because the previous owner decided to Bondo it, and very shitty, without actually getting rid of the rust, just covered it and then painted it to make it look good. And when I went through, I didn't find any rust that I was worried about. And then it started to show, and now the one trail run just knocked it all loose, and yeah, got some rust to build. The other thing is I actually have extra fenders and an extra rear hatch. When I got the bumper, I picked up the fenders as well because it was the same matching silver stock paint. As the previous owner notched out the wheel wells to fit bigger tires. Now, they weren't the 32s. I can't even remember actual size, but it was like a going from a 20-inch 8-inch tire to a 30-inch tire, and he notched out the fender flares so they wouldn't grab, and the way he cut them, it wasn't making it a wheel well. He made it 90 degree, as you see here. So I'm going to put on the new fenders and properly cut out the wheel well so that it actually looks better than it does now. And then the rear hatch, in case I dent it, blow out a window, I can just throw in the other rear hatch. So that hatch actually came with the Xterra when I purchased it. So that's nice to have. That really is. It's just in case. So yeah, that is my Overland build 2.0. In a way you could say 2.0 because it's my second vehicle. The Dodge Ram was initially my first to go with the trailer, and then I realized I wanted just a specific trail rig. I didn't want to use my daily driver truck for going through the trails when I could go and buy a budget rig, start building it out. And then now, what's funny is now they're both my overlanding rigs. This is my main one, but my truck one is so if I want to load up the kayak and go further in, I can. Again, the plan is to do a rooftop tent on top of the truck, even though right now my 12-foot kayak is up there. So these black flies are crazy out here, but that's part of being outdoors and going on an adventure, right? The other thing I did do that I haven't talked about is the seats. The driver's seats were either very, very overused because, or they're somehow modified to sit lower. I don't know, because I've sat in other Xterras, but now the other Xterras I've sat in all had sunroofs, so I don't know if there was a difference between seats on the first gen with a sunroof versus not a sunroof, because this one doesn't have a sunroof. And those seats out of this Xterra, I sat right low and very uncomfortable. I felt like a little child looking over the steering wheel. And I was able to find 2 seats that came out of a Navara D22. And other than a little bit of smoke, cigarette burns on the driver's seat, they are super comfy. I have adjustability all over on the driver's seat. They match the interior gray color, and I'm just very happy. For $50 a seat, can't go wrong. Again, budget build. The most expensive thing that's going to be on here is probably the, well, if you don't count a paint job, would be the items like the bumper, the 12,000-pound winch, the tire package, stuff like that. Everything else is budget. Now, those upcoming items are still budget. I didn't go out and spend $2,000 on a bumper. I did my research and again found items on sale or items that actually will fit a Nissan Xterra but are made to fit other vehicles like a TJ. So the interior, that's what I've done, is the 2 seats. The next video will be of what I'm doing to the inside. I bought some items off of Temu, and I know some of you are like, why would you buy? Well, again, this is a budget build and I don't see what I can do with it on a budget. And these items I thought were perfect additions to help with storage on the Nissan Xterra. Now, in future, you're gonna now know this as Xterra. Just like it's a terror. It's terrorizing the outdoors. So the Xterra, instead of Xterra, will have an outdoor kitchen. It'll have these items that I bought to help with interior storage. Currently have a GPS CarPod 8-inch system on the dash. Works great. What I love about it is that automatically when I turn on the vehicle, it fires up. I can play any of my podcasts or musics. I can play any of my podcasts or music off of it onto my stereo by Bluetooth. And then OnX Offroad automatically opens up and it's right there on the screen. I don't have to open it up. I don't have to touch it on my phone. I just turn on the vehicle and boom, there's OnX, and boom, there's Spotify for my podcast or my music. Couldn't be happier. The one item I need more of, and maybe you can help me with, is I need to get more patches for my headliner. I just don't have enough. I feel I could use more. So let me know in the comments, who should I be having up on my headliner? Who am I missing? Maybe you have one. Tell me where I can get one. I would love to support you guys just like you're supporting me. So let me know in the comments so I can get some more patches on my headliner. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little walkthrough of the Xterra budget build. And there's more videos to come on this, and of course, our adventures. I hope you guys liked this week's video on the Xterra, and we'll see you next week.